Namaste. Welcome to Tantra Tutorials. I'm your host, Tantra Psychic, and my real name is Gagandeep Kosa. Today I'm going to discuss moksha and if any of the other sadhanas of the lower yonis like Yakshani, Apsaras, Gandharva Kinnaras that can hinder your achievement of moksha. This is a long requested question in various different forms by many people. Before we jump into that, I want to introduce myself. I'm a online psychic healer, astrologer, spellcaster, and I'm working professionally online since August 2012, and even was working before, but not charging for my such spiritual services until that time, right? If you want to know more about me or you want to order a reading for your own self, then please visit my website www.tantrapsychic.com. And if you want to support my efforts of this blog, sharing this secretive knowledge, then you can directly donate me by using the donate button on my YouTube homepage or on the donate tabs of my Tantra tutorial blog page on tantrapsychic.com. You can also use the Amazon recommendation page on my Amazon recommendation page of tantrapsychic.com as well in order to order a item of your choice from Amazon. I'm soon going to launch my product reviews as a form of a new playlist on my channel where I'll review the products that I have ordered online more from Amazon, and I'm very much satisfied or maybe dissatisfied from them, so that it can help you to choose the good ones and avoid the bad products that I have already tried and tested. Now let's jump into today's topic. Somebody asked me that I'm a Krishna Bhakta, and if I do the sadhana of Apsara as written in Gita, I would have to go to her loka, maybe Swargaloka, for 1,000 years. Somebody says earlier that if we worship negative entities or even Yakshani, then she will enslave us for 1,000 years and we have to go to her loka. So goes in other yonis and as well, like if you do worship negative spirits or negative entities. That's true. But why you only listen to only one part of Gita? Gita have also stated that if you worship Lord Krishna, you will go to Vaikuntha Lok, right? But that's also not moksha, is it? If you worship Lord Shiva, you will go to Shivalok, but that again is not moksha. What is moksha? Let's define its true form. I'm not going to contradict with anyone. This is my own knowledge, what I have understood from my own studies. I'm not going to contradict with any other person's belief. For somebody, going to Vaikuntha maybe is moksha, but not for me. Okay. For me, the true meaning of moksha is when your spirit ceases to exist and merges in the omnipresent divine form of Nirvikar, formless God, right? Now, in simple terms, I will explain that in Hinduism, it is taught to us that God is omnipresent. It's everywhere. It's in my hands, in my body, in my eyes, in the things around me, non-living things, maybe in this bottle, maybe in this, not maybe, it's definitely in this cream as well. So each and every atom is God. God is everywhere. So, the first form of divine that we start to worship in Hinduism is a Sakar form of God. And you can choose any form of God, any form of divine that you believe in. Lord Krishna, Lord Vishnu, Lord Shiva, Mahalakshmi Ma, any God. Even if you want to worship Brahma, she is also a God because you are also a God, right? Do you understand what I'm saying? God is omnipresent, is in every form created for us to see, and the things that are not visible to our naked eye. Everywhere God is in the whole entire universe, right? So you can straight away jump onto worshipping a nirvikar form of omnipresent God, but this could be difficult for some of us, right? Because our mind is not accustomed to believe in such things easily, that the mind cannot experience through the indris or the senses that we have given. Like if we can't sense it by a smell, if we can't see it, if we can't hear it, it's hard for our mind to believe in it. So Hinduism came with the concept of idol worship. It said that if you worship an idol and believe that the god is living in that idol, then you will be able to connect, your mind will be, your soul will be able to connect with the god, because it has a sakar form. And once you have developed that true devotion and unconditional love for God, you will automatically start seeing Him everywhere, right? So goes like in the case of love, deep, real love affairs, the legends. Have you ever read that person have started also seeing the loved one everywhere in their dreams, when they close their eyes, when they open their eyes, right? So that's the state a bhakti should achieve in order to achieve moksha. What happens when a person dies and have achieved moksha? Where the spirit goes? I know all of you, at least 99% of you, do not have the answer to that. But to my understanding, when a person who is the righteous candidate of achieving moksha dies, the spirit doesn't go anywhere. Where does it go then? Does it get entrapped into the body? No. It just get merged into the omnipresent God. Okay. So why we take new forms? Let's see in another way, like why the spirit merges into the omnipresent God everywhere. So it doesn't leave your body, it just vanishes when a person dies. The spirit just vanishes. Spirits driving forces, desires, unfulfilled desires, things that you haven't been able to achieve in this lifetime and you want to achieve in the next lifetime. Those desires are the driving force. But when there is no desire left, and when there will be no desire left, when you will get all your desires fulfilled, no, because if tens or thousands of your desires are fulfilled in this lifetime, there will be hundreds and thousands of more coming up in your mind, coming up in your chetana, coming up in your conscious. So the desires will never end. It will keep on coming. The only way to end these desires is bhakti, santosh, being happy in each and every state of your life, good or bad. Always remembering God, not asking anything in return, right? So, if there is no desire, then you achieve moksha. But you say, if I have a desire to achieve Lord Krishna, then will I achieve moksha? Now, people will contradict with me, I'm telling you. But no, you will not achieve moksha. You may go to Goloka, to the Loka of Lord Krishna, enjoy his company for few years and then come back to the mortal world. Because you wanted to be with him, so you will be with him. You wanted to achieve a sakar form of God, Lord Krishna. So you will achieve a sakar form of God for some time and then will come back, because that's a desire, right? When you start believing that God is omnipresent, is everywhere, there is no loka where the God is present and there is no loka where the God is not present. God is everywhere. So your soul doesn't need to go anywhere, because the desire of being with the God is gone. Why? Because when you are alive, the God is within you and around you, everywhere, in every atom, everything, non-living, living, Jad Chetan, everywhere God there is. So your soul now realizes that what she was running after is already there, inside. The desire is gone. Because she knows Maya, the illusion of Devi Shakti, have made us believe that we have to achieve God but God is already within us. Once you believe that, once you have achieved that state, the desire even to achieve a form of God is gone. It's very complicated to understand, but I'm making it as simple as possible with the words, right? So once you have no desire even to achieve God and know that the God is already there within you and around you everywhere, then the desire to achieve God is also gone. So there is no desire at all. When there is no desire at all, when there is no driving force for the soul achieves moksha and merges into omnipresent God and ceases to exist. That's moksha. And then this soul will never take any form in the living, as in the living form, right? Okay. So now, um, if you worship, for example, say Apsara, when you are 30, you are 20, you know, you achieve her, and you want to achieve moksha by the time you die, then what? Will you serve her for 1,000 years? No, you need not have to. So you can achieve tens or thousands of siddhi, but thousands of siddhi is not impossible, not possible. Somebody said that a person that he know have 10 Mahavidya Siddhi. I can't believe that either, because only Swami Ramakrishna Paramahansa had it, and it's very difficult to achieve. Like in today's world, somebody have 10 Mahavidya Siddhi. It's really hard for me to believe. Okay, not impossible, but I don't think so. And if somebody have that, why that person will say it to public that I have 10 Mahavidya Siddhi? A client of mine also said, I have a death magic. Do you know somebody who can do it? I said, if somebody is able to do death magic, Maran Prayog, that person will be a fool if he or she advertise it or tell people that he's capable of doing death magic. Okay? So, anyhow, now, so how you will achieve moksha if you have achieved siddhis? At any point of time in your life, if you want to let go of the siddhi, you can. So it's not that the siddhi is attached to you forever. You can lose siddhi for many other reasons, even if you don't want to lose it. Okay. So, for example, you have achieved siddhis until 60 years of your age, and then you have achieved all the worldly desires fulfilled. You had a wonderful life. You lived happily, have all the desires met, and you have achieved a state when you want to achieve moksha. At that point of time, stop using any of your siddhis, stop worshipping any sakar form of God, and then start practicing this technique to meditate and love the God who is omnipresent, nirvikar, without any form of omnipresent God. Okay. And if you start doing that and you achieve that state before you die, and you maintain that state while you die, then you will achieve moksha. When I say if you achieve that state and maintain that state while you die, then you will achieve moksha, because I'll also tell you a story where a rishi who achieved this state by intense tapa, by intense dhyan, and following this technique of omnipresent God, he achieved that state. But then after the tapa was completed, he found orphan, or deer. Yeah, it was a deer. Yes. So it was like a baby deer left out by the parents, or maybe the parents were killed. I do not remember the exact story, but I know the meaning of it. I know the message hidden in it. So if you want, you can find that story yourself. But this is why I'm using it, so that it is hard. The hard to understand truth, it becomes easier for you to understand. So this rishi, this saint who achieved the state where he was in love with the omnipresent, formless God, and was the true candidate to achieve moksha when he dies. After achieving that state, he found a deer, baby deer, left out in the jungle without any protection from his or her parents, her parents, because I remember it was a female deer baby. Anyways, so he started taking care of her, and he was so caring, so protective for her, he started taking her as her own child and developed that Mohabandhan with her. When the time came and he was on his deathbed, about to die, instead of remembering that state of mind, his mind was worried now about the deer that he rescued. Who will take care of her when he's gone, right? And he was much worried about her instead of that love towards the omnipresent real God. Instead of remembering that Nirvikar God, he was worried about the deer now. What happened? He was reborn again in the form of a deer. So this is the science of moksha. When you die, you have to have this state of mind. No matter how many siddhis you have done, if you let go of those siddhis and achieve this state before you die and maintain it while you die, then you will achieve moksha. Worshipping Lord Shiva will not give you moksha because you are worshipping the Sakar form of God. So you will go to Shivaloka, stay there as long as your karma, the good karma lasts, and then you will have to come back to this mortal world again in one form or the other as per your desires, unfulfilled desires from the previous lifetime, or as per your karmas from the previous lifetime. Okay, so you need not have to worry about doing the sadhanas and then losing your status of achieving moksha, right? I will also tell you the story of Swami Ramakrishna Paramahansa. He, we all know that he was able to see Goddess Kali whenever he desired to, because he had that intense bond of love and bhakti with her. She used to appear in front of him at least once a day or maybe more, right? Then he wanted to achieve moksha after achieving so much in siddhis and dasmahavidya sadhanas and able to see Goddess Kali whenever he want to, the pratyaksha darshan, right? Which is hard to achieve, right? So this there was a Aghori, and he said that when Kali come to you next time, kill her with the sword of knowledge. And Swami Ramakrishna was so much utterly in love with Goddess Kali, he was not able to do that. Then, after a few attempts, he told his new guru, that Aghori, his name was something that starts with T, letter T, the name of the Guru. I do not recall the exact name, but the story is truthful. And this Aghori then um, hit Swami Ramakrishna Paramahansa on his forehead with the back end of the sword. You know, some Aghoris keep some kind of weapons with them, so he had a sword. So मुठ होती है ना, मुठ जो जहाँ से, like the handle from where you hold the sword, he just used that to hit Swami Ramakrishna Paramahansa on his forehead, and a mark was made, and it was aching, blood was oozing out. He said, now call Kali, and when you do, when you are in that state of mind, this pain will remind you of what you need to do. This time, Swami Ramakrishna Paramahansa got successful and then achieved moksha. Because as long as you worship a divine form in a sakar swarup, in a roop which you can see and observe with your eyes, you can't achieve moksha. You will achieve that form of God, but not moksha, right? So even worshipping the Trinity will not lead to moksha until a guru guide you, until you get to know this hidden secret that I am revealing to you right now today. And this is also given in Gita. But the thing is, the irony of it is that we only get to understand Gita from others' mouth, what they think, what they feel is right. We never try to understand the hidden meanings of the shlokas and the messages given in the Gita to us. So this is what I feel is right for me. If that makes sense, then follow. If it doesn't make sense, then believe in what you want to. I hope this video also helps, and if it does, please keep liking, sharing, and spreading this knowledge to more masses of people. As the channel grows, it will help me, and so it will help you to get more and more such awesome, knowledgeable videos, and that too more frequently. God bless you all. Namaste.